These were the words spoken by one of the world's most renowned peacemakers, who went by the name of Gandhi. Good evening. As Father Tom said, my name is Ryan Barrett, and I would like to take a moment of your time just to talk to you about service. Almost every person, in one way or another, does some form of service without realizing it. This could be holding the door open for someone who has their hands full, to giving someone a hug that's having a bad day. But for people who feel the call to serve others in an even larger way, this is what I'd like to talk to you about this evening. I would like to first give you a little background. I have been coming to this church for the past 15 years. Being that I am 15 years old, the church is quite important to me. Considering... wrong line. I feel that one of the reasons that I am so involved here is not just my commitment to the church, but the wonderful environment that I was brought up in. About 5 years ago, I felt the call to give back to the community that had already done more for me than I could ever imagine. As I asked my parents what it was that I could do to accomplish this, one of the few things that I could do at that time was to be an usher. I still remember the very first Mass that I ushered at. I felt so incredibly cool. I was finally getting to do something worthwhile with my time for the church. After I had done that for about a year, another opportunity became available to serve not just my church, but the community around me. In 6th grade, I enrolled in Pop Youth, and in all honesty, I believe that was the moment that changed my life forever. As I progressed through the next 3 years up to my day of confirmation, I participated in many things, such as Mission Impossible, singing at senior living homes and at Christmas time, and participating in Habitat for Humanity. These experiences did give me a whole new outlook on life. However, this was not the very first time that I had done anything to help serve others. In 1st grade, 9 years ago, a boy a little older than me ran up to me and gave me a card saying that I should come to this because it was going to be fun. On the card was an invitation to come and join the Boy Scouts of America. At first I thought it was a silly thing, but after talking to my parents, I was soon wearing the very blue uniform of Cub Scouting. 5 years later, I joined a Boy Scout troop, and to this very day, I am now working on my Eagle Service project. Sorry for the detour, I'm going to get back on track now. After I got confirmed in 8th grade, I took an even greater interest in helping my community. Not a week after my confirmation, I sent an email to Father Jim, asking if there was any Eucharistic minister trainings coming up. He said that I had just missed the last one until October. I went to that training and was going to be serving the next Sunday. That was 1 year ago exactly from last week. How do I know this? Don't worry, I'm not a freak who keeps track of every single day that passes. No, last time, the very first time I was a Eucharistic minister, was last October, during Discipleship Month last year. And I was up here, probably talking to most of you about formation. Giving another talk today, the same people are probably in this room. If you do remember, I also talked about the choir. All three of the choirs, the children's choir, the apostles behind me, and the adults choir, are all examples of service, even if you don't think about it at the time. Every week they put in multiple hours of work to sound as good as they do, and I haven't been a member for as long as some people, but in the short year that I have been here, I've had the time of my life. Every now and again I get the opportunity to cantor with the rest of the choir, and it's an experience that I would never give up. But I was not asked to stand here and give you an autobiography of my serving life. I have 3 challenges for everyone in this room, just to do over the next year, while contemplating the points of Discipleship Month. Number 1, I challenge each of you to do some form of service for another person each day. Like I said, this could be holding the door for somebody, or just giving them a hug. Trust me, it will not just make the people you help feel better. It'll make yourself feel better. Second, for all the adults in the room, if you do have children, I would like you to inspire them to get involved in something that they love to do. Now, this doesn't have to be in church. You could see if they want to join the scouting program, or if they want to join a sports team. This is why I did talk about scouting. I wasn't just having one in mind. Third, I'm going to actually send the youth of the parish. Get your parents involved. If you have a parent who just comes to church every week and they don't do anything else, don't take it upon yourself to just sit there. Take the initiative and get them involved in the church. There are a ton of things that you can do. In fact, there are actually 23 sitting in this church right now, all around us. For everyone, I just want you all to remember, you can do something. All you need to do is look for something that you want to do. In my case, I have 3. Being part of the choir, going to Pop Youth, and being a Boy Scout. Every time I'm up here singing or leading a group, I forget that what I'm doing is not just having fun, but giving back talents that the church has given me and that my community has given me. After all, is it really bad to help people when you're having the time of your life? And the quote that I said at the beginning, I just want everyone to remember, the best service is one that you don't get paid for. It's one that you do to become a better person. Thank you, and God bless.